Hey. Waxing. Where do we wax? What kind of wax do we use? These are simple questions that we need to ask ourselves before heading out for a bodyboard. Let's start with the basics. Lying on the bodyboard. So, wherever you put your arms, that's where you want to wax. So if we look at a basic position on the bodyboard, we've got our hands on both corners of the board, arms on the side, and that's what we want to look at. That nice, simple, oval shape. That's what we're looking at to wax the board. This area here is the main area we want to focus on waxing our board, purely because that's where our arms will be, that's where we'll be maneuvering a lot, and that's where our hands will be coming over. When we think about waxing, we think, what wax do we use? It's very easily broken down. You want to look for cold water wax for cold water and warm water wax for warm water. Plain and simple, easy. Don't use candle wax. Never works. Don't use it. I'm going to show you a basic pattern to follow when waxing your bodyboard. So, what we want to do is hold the board up, look where our elbows are, make a little marker, just like that. That can be our marker for when we want to start. And then it's just a gentle diagonal stripe up the board, up and around. Waxing on the nose of the board is key, as it allows your hands to get over and really get that grip. Waxing down the rail of the bodyboard, that's something we focus on, as our arms can tend to slip over the side sometimes. So it keeps our arm on the board without slipping off. A key tip I can give you is looking at the underside of the board. We never want to wax on the bottom side of the board, as this creates a lot of drag and doesn't let the board slide over the wave as nice and smoothly as you'd like. But when we look at holding the board, our hands come over the edge. So we want to look at waxing the top corners of these boards. So a simple spot of wax just on the corners like that allows us to get our hands over when we're riding a wave. Once we finish waxing the top area of our bodyboard, we want to avoid waxing the central area of where our body will be, as we need this area to slide up and down when adjusting our weight on the bodyboard when riding a wave. A key area to look at is down the line of your rail. When riding a wave, we have one hand on the top and one hand on the rail to control the rail. So we want to look at maybe just getting a little bit of wax just on this area here, simply at hip height. When lying down on the bodyboard, we've got our front hand over the corner of the board, elbow tucked in nicely on the board, and looking at your rail hand, your controlling hand, just in line with your hip. Find that spot, make a little marker, and then chuck some wax there. This works for both sides, as when you're bodyboarding and you progress, you're going to start riding left and you'll start riding right. And that's the basics of waxing your bodyboard.